Exeter. What does it actually tell us about the ship? Okay, that's not very interesting. This York-class ship was the last heavy cruiser to be inducted into the Royal Navy. She had relatively moderate dimensions for her type, but still featured a well-balanced combination of speed, armor protection, and armament. Speed, armor protection, and armament. Let's see it. Ooh. Okay, I'm actually kind of digging the looks. The looks and the camo. I am quite digging the looks and the camo. What does worry me is how much hull I'm seeing above the waterline. How much hull I'm seeing above the waterline. Because this is a tier 5, and no matter what they say about this thing having good armor, I don't believe for a second that a tier 5 has good armor. Oh, Jesus. Let me read that again. But still feel well-balanced combination of speed, armor protection, and armament. Yeah. Yeah. 25mm main battery mount? What? Oh god, that's gonna break to HE. That's actually gonna shatter to HE. Turrets are going to shatter to HE spam. Oh Jesus, that is rough. That is actually really rough. That is the opposite of good armor. Holy crap, like HE spam raining on is just gonna break this. That is very questionable. What about the upper broadside? 19 here, but look at the size of this nose. Look at the schnoz right here. Damn, that's a lot of overmatchable. Like, with 13. It's 13. Let me check something. Actually, 13. What do you need to overmatch? 13 times 14.3 is 185mm. 186 actually. That's what you need to overmatch it. So literally all the 203mm guns is gonna overmatch it. All the 203 and basically every single everything is gonna overmatch it. The Furutaka is gonna eat this thing for breakfast. Oh my. Oh my. What about the broad 76? That's pretty okay for tier 5. On the flip side though, the Citadel does look very small. That is a very small Citadel. That is a very, very small Citadel. To put it into perspective, chat, let me show you Emerald Citadel. Yep. Let me show you... where's Omaha? Omaha Citadel. So the Exeter's Citadel is very small for a tier 5 cruiser. Very, very small for a tier 5 cruiser. So it does at least have that going for it, but this is very questionable. At least it won't be, the Citadel won't get overmatched too easily. Like even if you get overmatched, it actually has the pen to hit it. And it's a long way through the ship. This might be actually a pretty trolley ship. You give broadside and people just get a bunch of overpens on you. You give broadside and people try to shoot your Citadel and they just overpen all over the place. Instead of actually getting any big hits. Some potential there. Some potential there. What else did I say it had? Well-balanced combination of speed. Okay. 32 knots. Without speed flag. That's pretty okay. At low tier, that's pretty okay. That's not too bad. I mean, Emerald does what? 33. Omaha. Omaha is quite slow, isn't it? 34. No, it's still faster. Damn. Kirov? Kirov is fast. 35.5. Wait. Furutaka? 34. Is it the slowest? Please don't be the slowest. Emil Bertin is guaranteed faster. Yeah, Jesus. Gettysburg? 32.5. So it's slower! Oh no! Oh god, it's actually slower than everything. Well-balanced combination of speed, armor. Okay, well, first two were absolutely lies. It doesn't have speed, and it certainly doesn't have armor. The turning circle is pretty nice, I think, but I mean, low-tier cruisers have pretty good turning circles to begin with. Well, it's not really that special either. 650 isn't gonna win any prizes. Rudder shift is okay. Not gonna win any it's not fast. It's slow. Okay. Well-balanced combination of speed, armor, and armament. At least the armament might be true here, because the armament is 203mm guns. And these are juicy. 203mm AP at low tier is brutal because, as I mentioned, pretty much everyone has that pitiful 30mm armor, so you overmatch everything. You got 3x2, which is same as Furtaka, but Furtaka reload is... well, no, we need to up... that's not indicative. 15-second reload. It's got 3x2 as well, but 15-second reload. So,
I think I am actually humble. I think I'm much more humble than you would understand.
What in the Jack 17? Thank you for the 33 months.
Smells like ghee in here.
Sounds about right. You should tell your mom to clean up more often. Anyway, that's a pretty significant DPM increase. That's a pretty significant DPM increase. Whoa, and this is something we're... Whoa. Okay, these are a lot of things we're gonna have to explore further. Holy crap. First of all, 12-second reload and 22.5-second turret traverse is significantly better on both aspects than what the Furtaka has. That is significantly better. That's a whole lot of DPM, and that's a fast turret traverse on these big guns. Damn.
The design
Harakiri Harry,
seems nice.
thank you for the 2 months. Interesting. What's the health? 30k. That's pretty solid. The good guns, health seems solid. What about the torps? What are the torps like? 8 km torps. Hard hitting torps as well. Holy crap, 16k torps at tier 5? Where are the torps? Are they situated? Oh. You know, the torpedo angles could actually be quite good. Torpedo angles could actually be quite good. They don't have to be like incredibly limited. Those are fast, hard-hitting torps. 61 knots, 8 km range, 16k damage. These things hit like a truck. Okay. AA. Actually has some AA. It's hard to tell with the rework happening. Like, these values don't tell me as much as the old DPS values used to, because I'm not that familiar with the new values. It looks like some decent AA though. It looks like some decent AA. And then we got maneuverability. We check what about concealment. 10.7. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. That is very stealthy. 9.6. 9.6 km concealment on a ship that can blap you with 3x2 203mm guns. What is the arcs on the back turret like? Oh, the firing arcs are going to be very limited, I think. Actually, they don't have to be that limited. They can be pretty okay. That is kind of nutty. Like, this thing is practically going to shit on every other tier 5, isn't it? Like, absolutely going to blast them. That is... that combination of... Whoa! 6.1 km smoke firing penalty. That is also very low. Okay, so even without any smoke or anything, I can already say that this thing looks very strong. Like, just as a base cruiser, this kind of firepower, this kind of health, small citadel, and this kind of concealment means that tier 5 this thing is already very strong. Shell velocity is... damn, shell velocity is very good. We don't know what the air drag is like, but that is a good shell velocity. Holy shit. Let's see them then. Let's see what happens when we start mixing things up. Standard damage con. What's the heal like? 147. Okay, we're gonna slap a healing flag on this thing. We're gonna slap a healing flag on this thing, and now let's see. 176. 176 times 28. 176 times 28. 4,900. That's 5k healing a pop. And as I mentioned that how hard the Citadel is to hit. So this thing is probably gonna eat a lot of penetrations, and I mean it's probably gonna eat a lot of pens as well, HE pens and stuff like that. But you should be able to get a lot of value out of these heals because you're gonna eat so much overpen. So that's literally, what, 1/6 of the health you can heal back? Yeah, 1/6 of the health you can heal back every heal. Damn. Damn, that is kinda insane. So that already makes it a lot more survivable than many of the other ships. What's the Hydro like? Standard Hydro, I assume 3 and 4. That's pretty okay. And then we have this. What is this? You can trade it for a fighter if you're drunk. But smoke gen. Action time 15 seconds. That's a pretty long smoke. 96-second smoke. 1.5 minutes. More than 1.5 minutes smoke. And the smoke firing penalty, as I mentioned, was only 6 kilometers. This is too much. This is too much at once. What in God's name is this? This is so much at once for one single ship. This is concealment, torpedoes, gunpowder, health plus heal with non-existent Citadel, hydro so you can't get torped in your smoke, and then that smoke to... Wow, this thing is a beast. 15-second action time, smokescreen dispersion 96, yeah, so... After you pop it, you need to wait like 64 seconds for the next smoke. But that number can obviously be cut down quite easily just by basic stuff. Like basic stuff can cut that down. Now it's no longer 64 seconds, now it's 58 seconds. Less actually. So yeah. It's what, 56? Yeah, 56. Huh. This is brutal. Actually brutal. T5 heavy cruiser with heal, hydro and smoke. And great concealment and torpedoes. What are the downsides exactly? What exactly are the downsides supposed to be? That it's slowish? But I mean, if you got smoke to disengage and great concealment to disengage, then the speed isn't really an issue, is it? Needs radar, clearly. Slow, no armor? Yeah, but it's got heal instead. Holy moly. This thing is a beast. Like, I don't even... Just by looking at it, this thing looks like an absolute... There is no way these stats are final. Okay, to be fair, I have uttered that same sentence when I first previewed the Belfast and when I first previewed the Julius Caesar. I said, there is no way they can ever release the ship as it is. And we all know that wargaming works in mysterious ways. But... Still, goddamn. Goddamn. Third survival. Yeah, very standard upgrades. Jeez. I would assume there's no way they can release the ship as it is. This looks more like a tier 6. Even at tier 6, I think this thing might be too strong. Like, what the hell? Compare Aoba to this thing. What? Aoba has like, what, 14 point something? What's the range on the Aoba? 14.9. This thing has 14.3 with a smoke. What's the reload on the guns? 11. This thing has 12. And I mean, turret traverse is 36 on this thing. The Exeter has 22.5. And sure, the Aoba has slightly more health, but it completely lacks the heal. Not to mention Aoba Citadel is much larger. Bit more armor though, sure, but I mean, damn. Let's not even talk about the concealment difference. Wow. Yeah, well, first impression of the Exeter is, I don't think this is gonna be released in its current state. This is a sneak peek for a reason. This is literally a sneak peek for a reason. This is, it says test chip here, and I even put the VIP thing up so no one thinks this is the final. I would assume this is pretty damn far from the final stats, because if this thing is released, imagine playing an Omaha. Imagine sailing around in your Omaha with your 13.5 km concealment and your 152mm guns and your very, very spicy 10mm front armor that can be overmatched by your own guns. Imagine sailing around in this thing and then Exeter comes, "Oi chap, what's going on?" And then he's dead. Like literally straight through the nose, overmatch, Citadel, dead. Like, God, it would make no... I hope it's not final. I would assume it's not final. Because I can't see a single tier 5 that can match up anywhere close to this thing right now. This is the Julio Cesar of cruisers. This is the Kamikaze R of cruisers. Straight up broken. Good morning, Clown Pounder. Yeah, but unlikely we will see this in its current state. Jesus. Questionable ship.